Looks like we're gonna have to replace this today. Today we're on our way to the scrapyard. So I gotta go back to work tomorrow, and told Red I'm gonna run by, and we got a couple of washing machines and whatnot to scrap, and I thought it'd be just a fun, stupid video to make. Gotta go get some gas, get some coffee, and get this show on the road. I have no idea what's going on here. So last night I actually got 2 safety chains hooked up. So now at least we're gonna be safe. And now I gotta head 2 towns over, go pick some stuff up, and then we're gonna head to the city. We had to stop by the local O'Reilly's. I got to see if I can get a new plug. And now the pickup's throwing a fit, so we can get this started. Battery terminal's loose, so I got to clean that. See what happens here. Yay! Got the hood closed and some of the paint's coming off. Well, at least it broke down at the auto parts store. So let me show you what I got. I just got a replacement plug. It should just snap into the back of the other fitting. Because this was a commercial truck and used for business, whoever had it before me actually did it right. This is a complete plug and play harness. There's no splicing at all. So it's all individual components, so that makes it real nice to replace parts. So let's get to Derby. So we got that loaded, so get to go to the scrapyard now. Now we're off to the scrapyard. Somebody had an idea. About 500 pounds. We made $39. So now, let's head back to the house. Trey! Yay! Okay, so what we're gonna do here, now that we're back, we're gonna replace this. I would have replaced it sooner, but I didn't have one. So, went to the auto parts store, bought a replacement plug. And the neat thing is, it's just a plug-in, because this is a fixed unit. Let me show you that. We'll crawl underneath and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we lay here under the truck. You see it just plugs into this fitting here, and it plugs into this fitting right here. So no splicing required. So let's see if we can actually get this thing to work. All you really need is apparently a 7/32 to get these screws out, and it should all be good. It literally popped out because of that retaining clip. We'll check these two to make sure they are the same, and they're a little visually different, but everything lines up regardless. So it should just plug in. So let's plug it in and see if it'll screw in, and then we'll test it out. Okay, so if you notice, we're not fixing anything right now. The one we bought did not work. It was too short and it wouldn't clip, so we took it back. And then we hit 4 more places trying to find one that would work, and they were all the same brand as the one that didn't work. So what we're doing now is we're going to head home, put it all back together broken, because it actually did work, it just was crap. And then we'll figure out what to do there when I get home next time. And the reason we're not really doing it is because in order for me to use the other setup, I have to completely redo everything, put a new bracket on it, and it's literally just a complete rewire when I have a factory Ford plug and play. And maybe I need to go to Ford, I don't know, but if I can't find it, I'll ask them. But until then, let's get back to the house, and we're gonna put it together, and we'll wind it up when we get there. Well, it's all back together for now. We'll figure it out when I get back home the next time. I've got other stuff I have to do right now because, well, I gotta leave tomorrow, so it's more important stuff to do than fix this. But the 4-pin plug still works, so we got that now, and that's really all I need at the moment. But I thought I'd try to fix the other thing while I was here. Okay, so it's been quite literally a month, and this right here is the only thing I can find. I just don't even think they make that setup anymore. I may have to drill some holes, but it's an adapter kit that basically goes into the same slot, screws in. The screw holes are a little different, but as you see, it's got the plug-in like the one on the side there. So let's crawl under the truck and get this plugged in, because all it does is plug into the back and then snap onto the front, and we'll have to figure out how to get it screwed on or screwed up. Either way, it'll be fun. Let's get to the truck. I really need to quit doing this crap in the middle of the night. Basically, all that's going to happen is this is going to come out and plug into the other end, and all of this will stay the same. So let's get this off and again and try it out. I really do have floodlights, but I'm starting to think my neighbors knock them out while I'm gone, because they only last almost one visit home. I turn the floodlights on. I've asked them all, nobody says anything, but for some reason they never last. So I don't know. Everybody else has got floodlights that last, but for some reason mine don't. On a side note, the city put up one of these irritating blue lights. I'd love to knock it down with my pellet gun, but that's a felony. But I think I could get it to a class 3 misdemeanor. I'll work on it. I suddenly remembered that both cars run, so I put this one up to the garage because, well, it's just easier that way. So for some reason this is a 7/32, so let's pull this thing out. Really just pulled back apart again, so I got the new one. Let's plug it in and see if it works. Negative, Ghost Rider. This video is turning out to be rather pointless. I can't get anything to work. Good night. So I guess I'll just keep messing with this and see if I can't get this to work, and if I can't, well, I guess we'll just have to rewire it or do something, because the aftermarket stuff is failing to impress me. So let me see what I can do. Well, we got it to hold, but for some, well, I had it holding, so I don't know what I'm going to do here, whether I'm going to have to zip tie it or what, but it's not wanting to work. So, yep, there it is. It's holding, but I don't know why. Something's got to do with this clip. I just came up with a solution. What we have is a gloriously roadkill inspired zip tie moment. It's going to have to work because that's what's holding it in. So let's put it together. So I'm having a learning moment right here. I just overlaid the holder just to see where the holes were going to line up, and you get one in, that's it. You have to drill out this one. This one is actually overlapping the hole right there. So I'd have to drill out that one and open up this one if I want to use this bracket. So that's kind of where we're at with this. This is turning into a soup sandwich. I guess I'll have to see if I have a drill. So I've got my drill. I got my WD-40. I've got this lined up, so let's drill the first hole and see what happens. Let's put some WD-40 on it and get through that. So we'll put a screw in that to hold it, and then we'll do all the rest of them that way. So we've got all the holes drilled out here. This one's an original, but this one, and I kind of had to open this one up. So we need to clean it off and deburr it. I'm using carburetor and choke cleaner. That way it'll dry completely and leave no residue. That's the neat thing. That's why I prefer this over brake clean. This doesn't leave anything behind. It just completely evaporates. So let's get this thing on and see if it actually works and see if I wasted my time, which I'm fairly certain I did, but I won't know for sure. Let's get to it. So after a little bit, and some neighbors probably wondering what the heck's going on this late at night, let me show you what I did, because I did make kind of a mistake. When I drilled out this, I did a classic blunder. I put this on upside down and drilled out the holes when it should have been this way. And believe it or not, the way it lined up, I got 1.5 holes to fit when all was said and done. So I had to get one hole in, oblong another hole, and then drill the 2 cross holes. But I did get all 4 bolts in, so it's all good and tight. So let me get my test tool, and we'll see if this thing actually works, or did I waste my time. My money's on the latter, but we'll find out. So what I have here is a 7-blade plug, but it's got lights in it, so it should show me which is blinking and which is off, and whether the park lights are on, brake lights, whatever. So let's plug this in and see what happens. And then if it works, tomorrow we'll plug the trailer in. I don't know if I'll show that, but hey, might even plug it in tonight, who knows. We got the left side, we have the right, we got the brake lights, and most importantly, we got the hazards. So I'm going to clean up this mess. I'm going to pull it around back and see if the, just back up next to the trailer, plug it in, and see if the park lights work. So we got it hooked up, and it does not work. Let's give this a wiggle here. Nope. Let's check something. So apparently I got a light out, so I'll have to check the bulb and but this confirms something. Well, this confirmed a couple things. I mean, was it pointless? No, that you saw the plug was beat up, it was broken. It did need to be replaced. But it did confirm the fact is the problem is further up. So where do we go from here? Well, the problem I'm having is this is an actual factory style plug-in. I don't even know if I can get a replacement for this. It plugs directly into the wiring harness. I mean, it's a literal plug. So I'm gonna have to do some research and find out where I can find one of those. But everything on it works, and I like that, but the park lights still don't work. So I'm gonna have to check the trailer and the passenger side tail lights out. Makes sense. Why would it work? But with that, we got that finished up. It only took a month, but had to drill some new holes and all that. And the reason I didn't use the plug or the plate that it came in with was the one that was on the truck was more durable, and it was actually mounted really solidly. This one would have required me drilling more holes in the body and screws and all that, and taking off the old one. It would have just mushroomed. So got the thing put in, and it works. So I can haul some 7-blade trailer plugs if I have to, but that's kind of rare these days, but it's nice to have it when you need it. And everything else on it works well too, so got a little bit of an option there. It's a little redundant. I'm going to have to go under there and kind of snug everything up, but aside from that, she's good to go. So I guess we'll have to just figure it out later. I mean, what are you going to do? I need to do some more research on the plug and see if I can actually get under there and find some numbers and find out what I need to order, or what I can actually order, or what I can buy. So you never know. I may have to go to Ford for this, and chances are they're not going to have it, but it's worth a shot. So I appreciate it. This was kind of just a stupid fun video, and Scrapyard fixing this, just whatever. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have fun, man. We'll see you later.